And we're off in Fireworks City. So, there's a whole lot to be said today on July 3rd, 2020. And for those of you that know the alchemy behind stone wearing instead of throwing stones, I've been wearing this Moldavite for the last 5 days, maybe 6, with the copper. And of course, copper is always a conductor of energy. And a lot of people can't handle Moldavite. It's a meteorite from outer space. How scary is that? Now, the second thing that I'm going to lay on you, let's say, is this new way that I'm going to refer to politics in religion, politics of religion, not like CW said, politics and religion. That was kindergarten level, first runners on the move, 119 in. Well, anyhow, when I come back, because I just got out of the tub and I'm wet. So, I got to do my hair. I got my panties on. Maybe I'll put a bra on for y'all. But, it is my freedom day as whenever I want it to be. And I'm 56 years old. And no, my boobs don't hang to my fucking knees, nor my belly button. So I can't be obscene. I can only be natural. Now, in the meantime, this politics and religion. See, this is why some people are rising up for the right to choose to live within their own segregated groups of choice. And so what happens a lot of times, just like my nightgown says, see, this is dance, yoga. Now, yoga, believe it or not, is a cult in the sense of it is a religion. And most of us Westerners look at it as simple exercise, stretching, working out, being flexible and such. And the next thing you know, man, you're in the fucking Jim Jones cult. That's the problem with tomorrow on July 4th. So we're going to be talking about various things, but really quick because I still have to get fucking ready. Well, let's go back to my astrological sign of birth. And that's Pisces. See Pisces? It's these two different fish. Well, of course, the age of Jesus is known as the age of Pisces or the fish and loaves. And, it's the age of Aquarius now, but there's centuries that pass before you get a complete overhaul of the masterwork, let's say. So this necklace, believe it or not, true story as always, this was given to me by the real Janet Jackson. I've known her since kindergarten in my world. Now, she works for Pfizer these days, and she couldn't be my friend anymore because it was getting way too deep. And remember, St. Louis is supposed to be the new Silicon Valley, the technology hub from hell, and also democide from the center of the Americas. Well, I have to do my part in trying to stop this war. So you see, I actually made that gold clasp into an earthen object with that leather. So a lot of these fucktards spell cast with stale food and throwing out curses that they call don't cuss. See, that's not real. So in the meantime, only a Pisces can do the job that myself can do. Now, it gets trickier. There is a male side that is not contained in me. It's a physical fucking dude with all sorts of game. And, you know, of course, Jim Morrison was a male witch. And what else we got? We got Jim Morrison singing Elvis Presley songs. And we also have my extensive Twitter reveal today. So I think once I get my hair done and put this necklace on and the guys come home, because there's nothing worse than a Friday, because you don't know if somebody's going to get you high or kill you. And, you know, I'm cool, man. I'm just hanging in the ghetto. Okay. And you know what? I wear this tar-stained finger as a mark of what I want to do and my fucking freedom. Adam Sample, I am so glad you're here, sweetheart. I told you I'd be live all night long, rocking you into the wee hours of the morning, because we're partying. And we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into and see if we can find these fucking dukes of what the fuck. Let's call them, just for simplified terms, if you haven't checked out my Twitter, Scott and Shane. Now, Scott and Shane are these two dudes that I, in real life, was very close to on the ground here in St. Louis from 1970. Well, you know, it was the end of it was the end of 1975, but it was really our bicentennial. And if this Max Spears is really alive, then I expect that I will get a major fucking book deal that you'll get to speak PNR audiobooks. Doesn't that sound nice? Well, back to the Pisces thing. See, I think this flippin' Jim Morrison dude is a Pisces, but I never knew Scott Meyer's real birthday, and all I can do is go to the Merkins and look at those knife-wielding fucking dudes that used to be the Backstreet Boys, and I don't know what happened to anybody. Doesn't it sound exactly like that, Adam? I told you, I think I'm just going to call you Adam, A-T-O-M, even though you really are in the Adam soul group of, you know, the Dukes. Oh, hey. Get back. Get back. Hello. You guys have a good day?
Yeah, pretty
good. Good.
I think Ian had a good day.
Well, that's good. I always like it. I always like it when my only son has a good day instead of being tortured. Okay. So let me just get it right. Hang on a second. I know. I'm not a very good Stepford model. See, if they could just make me into a Stepford wife, then everybody would be happy. I know. If only women could really be God. I mean, Jay Essex says only guys can be God. I'm getting confused here. And yeah, my body temperature is rising. So let me just, if I can put my hair up with a marker, because surely God's funny because he invented the platypus. See what I'm talking about? Okay. So here's the necklace. But in fashion, you're not supposed to break the pendant line with the outfit. And did I mention, don't treat yoga as a religion. And if you are where you're from and your religion has parables about God, the creator, well, nobody else should really be getting in that Black Panther party and playing KKK all the way. It's really stupid. All right, so let's focus on me. So I created this necklace. Oh, and believe it or not, them bitches on Etsy are still trying to use my page that my friend Joanna with the ham and cucumber sandwich. Oh, yeah. She established my passcode. I never used it. And we've been exposing how you steal someone's identity when they're alive and spell cast and do boogie boogie all night long. But I want to now make this necklace about this length. And this is not any man's ball. This is a kukui nut. It's native to Hawaii. They'd press it and make oil and take care of the humans. Well, that doesn't matter. Okay. So back here, since I made this jewelry and it's my show, see that attachment right there? Let me see it. Okay. Yeah, you can see it. See that?
Do we get this stuff from the health food store or Amazon?
What stuff?
Sprinkles ear fluid. We're
Ooh, you gotta ask Joe.
All right. Come on then. Come on. Come on. What's that? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Well, anyhow. It's a kukui nut. And my grandmother's button. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. Hang on. It'll just take me a minute. Now, this right here is my grandparents. That's Ewing and Opal Glasscock. These were good people. His lives were destroyed in St. Louis, Missouri. My grandfather worked for the armory where they brought in all the radioactive crap that they hid at Westlake landfill. Yeah, that building's torn down. My grandmother was actually black. So for anyone that's never heard about a white woman being black, see, that's what happens when you are poisoned with radioactivity, come to find out. There's 2 pictures of her as a black woman. And she lived in a neighborhood now that is only black, called Walnut Park. Not to be confused with the fucking kukui nut. You know, walnuts are really toxic. That's why you never get the shells of them. Because even though the nut is really good and it's good like oil for your brain, man, the shells will just kill you for real. So next thing you know, somebody's boiling walnut shells or casting a spell or grinding them up and putting them in your Cocoa Puffs. You get what I'm saying? And let's tag fava beans. So we've learned about kukui nuts, which aren't beans per se. Fava beans, which prove the story of people with a missing enzyme being deathly allergic to the fava bean. Now, this isn't Tit's show. This is my show. And so the fava bean story is brilliant because once upon a time, well, you see, there was a king and they were under siege. So he said, wife, get your ass up and move. And she said, all right, man, I'll call the troops. Well, all the people that lived in this Smallville kingdom that's on acid or something, they take off for the safe place. Fill in the blank. Oh, no, wait, I'll do it. It's in Illinois where they found, allegedly, the lost treasure of Alexander the Great. That's my answer. Okay, so you see what happened is these people, seriously, I mean, this is written down in historical accounts. I mean, I'm giving it more colorful because that's what I do as a Pisces. And it's all true. And see, that's where people are fucked up and stupid because they can't tell a daggum parable when it's looking them in the face. All right, so everybody gets to this place and the king puts up the order to stop in your tracks.
150 degrees up here. Fuck. Fuck.
All right, so I'm going to be real quiet.
Do the dogs calling you go outside?
I had him in the backyard. And when he quits yelling, just let him know I heard a suspicious noise outside. I got out of the tub. It was about 15 minutes ago, and I opened the window to see if there were people on our property because there was some very suspicious noises. All right, thank you.
I'll talk to you whenever I see you.
That sounds good. Okay. Everybody says stop. They say, don't you dare cross that field. But think about it like Wizard of Oz. Remember how the Tin Man and Dorothy and the Cowardly Lion and the Scarecrow? Well, and the dog, and that little dog too, Toto. So anyhow, if they crossed that field getting to Oz, they knew that the heroine was going to kill them. But, you know, in this story, it's poppy flowers. So it's just going to put them to sleep. Well, you know what happened to them and then the monkeys and the whole nightmare. But in the story of the fava bean, this is fucked up. So the king tells everybody to stop and look what's in front of them. And they all knew what the fava bean looked like because nobody in the kingdom could eat it. And the kingdom was next to the equator, you know, with the missing enzyme gene. But it's not that they didn't believe in God. They were missing a piece of the DNA chain. It's not a prejudice or religious or political or sexist or anything. All right. Anyhow, here comes the bad guys right behind him. You know, the dictator of the earth. But he's a king too. And he says, take me to your leader. And they all pointed at him, right? And so the bad guys walk up to the king and they say, so, tell me your secrets so we can tell everybody else and you can live. And the king said, I will not tell you. No, sirree, I won't. And so they killed him. That means they took his life, not gave him a skirt, okay? And they looked at the queen, and they came sliding up on her. And they said, all right, you fucking two-bit whore. We're going to fuck you. So tell me your secret. And you know what she did? I mean, besides kicking him in the dick, she bit her own tongue off. Now, she wasn't a masochist or a sadist. She didn't like it. But that's where you get the old adage, which is a saying or a parable of don't spill the beans. Do, 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 do. All right. So, I'm going to go atone for my sins. And get ready for fucking fireworks and explosions and radical weirdos creeping around my hood, bringing their bed bugs and crabs and STDs and ham sandwiches and shit. So anyhow, many blessings to y'all. And yes, I have worn this around my breast, which is not against the law. This is a scarf. It's decorative. You can wear it in your hair. You can wear it as a dress. You know, you can do art with it. It's not disrespecting the flag. It's my scarf. And I honor it as much as I honor my life and all y'all's life. Peace out, bitches. Seriously. Stay strong. Love you guys.